Hi everyone, my name is Rosh and I am a crafter for Tonic Studios, and today I will be making the beautiful bridal bandstand gift box. So today we are going to make the bridal bandstand gift box. I'll show you one that I've already made. This is what it looks like and it is absolutely stunning. It is a gift box. I've got my bride and groom inside, and there is a tiny little bench as well, and you can make it as a gift box which opens up and you can put some bits and pieces in there, sweets perhaps, or a small gift for a bride perhaps. So we are going to put together one of these today. For this particular make I am using white and pink cardstock, doing a really simple one today. So if I bring in some of my pieces here, and I'll go through exactly what you need. In this set you will need to cut out 4 large hexagons, and on 2 of them you are going to use the smaller hexagon to create an aperture. So you'll have 2 of these, and then you need to keep the inner sections of those hexagons. You need 6 panels. There are verso dies that you can cut into your card, so you will need 6 of those altogether. 5 with the trellis and 1 that looks like this. So you'll need 6 of those in total. You'll need 6 of your decorative panels. Now I've gone ahead and stuck my panels on the inside, and I should have waited until filming really, because I wanted to glue the tabs on first, but that's okay, that's done. There are different tiers within this make, so I'll refer to them as, you know, the first tier, the second tier, the third tier and the fourth tier. So this will be your second tier of the roof. You need 6 of those. You need the panels to go in between the top part, your peak of the roof, and your second tier of the roof. So you need 6 of those. And then for your peak roof, your peaked roof, you will need 6 of these dies, and I've used verso dies on all of them, cut into it, and I'm just going to back them with the pink card. I've cut out your bride and groom. I've cut 2, so you get 2 for the bride and 2 for the groom, and they're the opposites. So you've got a neat edge for both. I've cut out some of these tabs here. I've cut out 2, one for my bench and 1 for my bride and groom. I've got a tab. I've got 2 of these for the closure, and I have cut out 5 of these tabs, which you don't need to burnish. They will just be like a stopper for your bottom section of the box. And then we have some flowers in this set as well. I'll bring those in. I've already stuck my flowers on, but these are absolutely adorable flowers. I've just kind of layered 2 together and put a nouveau drop in the middle, and I've used apple green nouveau drop for that. You do get the vines in this as well, and I've just cut that in pistachio green. So I've cut myself 5 of these and I'll put one together. I've got some more vines that I've cut, another 5 just to go around the trellis. And then I've cut this absolutely adorable little bench. It's so adorable, and that will go on the inside, and we'll put that together. So to begin with then, I'm going to be using, let's just move everything out of the way. So for this, I'll be using the small hexagon. You just need one of them for the time being, and you need your large panels. So basically you just need to apply glue to each of your panels onto these tabs, and you're just going to stick them down. I've decided to go for a different colour just to break up the white. Such a pretty bandstand, and I'm so glad that they've come out with these fabulous dies. Make sure you butt up your score lines right up against the edge of that hexagon, so you get a nice neat finish. And then we're just on to the last one. So I'm just going to let this dry for a second, and we'll come back to that. Yeah, we're going to come back to that. We're just going to let that dry for a second. So then the next thing we need to do is bring in these panels here, and we're just going to attach each one to its friend. So for this section you will need 6 of these panels and your 2 large hexagons. Make sure you butt them up so you get a nice, so you get a nice even finish. sticking the last panel on. There you go, so you should have something that looks like this. So what I'm going to do is basically apply glue to each of these tabs, and I'm basically just going to work my way around this hexagon here. I should have started at this end really. Let's do that. So we are just going to work our way around. Just make sure you press those tabs down. Work your way around. And then apply glue to your end tab here, and then just stick that down like so. So then all we're going to do is take our second hexagon, and we're going to apply glue all around the edges, and we're just going to secure and hide all our workings. Go in with your precision tool from the inside and just press down around the edges again. Like so. So then what we're going to do is take these two apertures. If I bring in my little, it should have 5 of those in total. So all we're going to do now is basically go around and attach all these tabs onto here, and then we're going to glue that onto our base. We're going to do it back to front, I think. But it would be easier if you stuck it on the top. That way you can sandwich them in between. Because this will create a stopper so your lid doesn't fall through. It's easier if I just turn it around. And glue to the last one, and stick that one down. Okay, so that then when you flip it over, that creates a bit of a stopper. So we are going to glue this one on first. So if we apply glue to all these tabs here, I am using 250 GSM card, and I believe my white card is might even be 280. So just applying glue to that last tab there, and then we're just going to go around and stick them all down, just making sure that it is all nice and neat. It's a nice size box as well, where you can actually get your hand in to press all that down. So that's now stuck down. We now need to, let's just do this bit. Now we need to stick this on. So if we do that, we need to take one of these actually, and we're going to stick this on here. Now if you can either do it two ways, you can either fold this like so, or you can put it underneath if you want to. I believe the instructions show you to put it underneath, but I think I'm going to do it like this instead. So I'm just going to apply some glue onto here, and then just stick the hexagon onto there, which then creates a hinged lid like so. So I'm just going to let that dry for a second. Yep. So then we are just going to apply glue all the way round, and we're just going to glue this down. Make sure you take your glue right up to those corners. And then just press all that down. Just going to put my hand inside, just make sure they have sandwiched in nicely. So there we have our base completed. Just make sure this is stuck down. There we go. So that is our base completed. Now I'm going to come back to this because there is a tab that needs to be attached, which we could do now actually. Might as well do it now. So for that, we need these pieces here. So you need to basically measure where you want this to sit. Now, if we burnish that score line, gives you an idea of where it's going to need to sit. So if we're saying it needs to sit there, like so, this particular diamond shape here, and this is what it stops from happening. But where that diamond shape is, that's basically where you're going to be putting your closure. So there are score lines in the middle here. Bend that towards you on both. And then apply glue to the section that has the hole. Put those together. And then just pinch them and let them dry. Just going to stick my poker tool in just to make sure. I've got those perfect like that. And that should fit exactly onto that diamond shape there. And then this will go over the top, like so, and then fit perfectly. So let's glue that down. Tonic have already done the measurements for us, which makes it easier for us to place this perfectly on top of that diamond shape. Like so. And then we are just going to hook this on. Might be worth just waiting for it to dry for a few minutes, but I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there. Going to put that through the slit there, just so I know where I need to place this. So although the instructions actually say you need five of these, I would recommend maybe using a sixth one, as I think it will help it from falling through on this side. So that might just be a typo on the instructions, but I would use another tab for this. Okay, so that bit is done now. We're now going to bring this piece back in, and then we are going to create these sections here. So if we put our bench together first, let me just move this out of the way. I'll bring that back in a second. So you have two sections for the bench. So all you need to do is just fold them on your score lines and give them a good burnish. And then we're going to take these tabs and do exactly the same. So we're just going to apply glue to these three tabs. And we're just going to place that. If you put the middle piece on first, and then just press that down. And that creates a really cute little bench, like so. So what I've done with this as well is I've actually cut out one of these rectangle tabs, and I've basically just applied glue to the bottom of the legs for the benches, like so, and I stuck it down. Might just need to hold it for a few seconds while it grabs. And just let that dry for a second. So while that's doing its thing, let's bring in the second tab here. Again, give that a good burnish. And you're going to take your bride and groom. And you're basically going to stick your bride and groom onto this tab. So I'm just going to take the bottom of the feet on my groom and going to stick that down there. So, and then take my bride and again apply glue to the bottom edge of her dress. Make sure they're level at the bottom, because this is going to glue onto our base inside our bandstand. So then we're just going to cover up our workings on the other side. Just apply glue all around your bride, and just make sure you butt it up. You've got a nice neat finish there. Going to do the same with our groom. Apply glue all the way around. And then stick that down. The detailing on it is absolutely amazing. So now that we've got that, we're going to bring it back in our panel here, and we are going to apply glue. Oh, that's come off. Let's press that back down again. Just going to apply glue to the bottom of this tab, and we're going to place that somewhere like so. And then press that down. Stick that down again. There we go. And then we are going to do exactly the same thing with our bride and groom. I've kept the colours very neutral. So I'm just going to stick that down onto here. Bench doesn't want to stay down. You can use a bit of hot glue if you wanted to for the base of that. So then what we are going to do is we're going to start bringing the side panels up. So start at one end. So if I start here, I'm just going to apply glue. And we're going to start bringing these panels in. You can actually do you can actually do this part after if you wanted to, like the middle section after. So we're just going to basically go all the way round. And stick those down. The original one I did, I actually put this section in last. I just dropped it in there and stuck it down. But either way, you can, whatever's easier for you. So 2 more panels to glue down. Apply glue to this one and the last one together. Just pressing that down. You can also lean it against your mat and then stick that down too. That might be wise actually to do. And then the last one. Like so. And that creates the bottom, the main tier of your bandstand. So let's put this to one side because we still need to get the roof done. So I'll bring that back in a second. So for these sections, if we stick these panels down first, so applying glue to the peak of the roof. So you'll have 6 of these in total. To make the peak of the roof. And then the last one. And at this point, I'm going to go in and quickly stick my triangles down. Just to cover up my workings. Not that one. We're going to do it on this one first. Still got glue stuck on there. I'll do the end one last once I've glued the whole thing together. it's easier just to apply glue onto the triangle. Be kind to your glue. It's not a quick process. And again, for this particular make, I would only recommend deluxe adhesive wet glue for sure, because there is a lot of panels, and the last thing you want is any of your panels popping off. So we are going to apply glue to this tab here. And then apply glue to this last piece here. And then you just need to go around and apply glue to these tiny little tabs at the bottom here, and then just press them down. And you're basically going to go all the way around. You can use little pegs if you've got any craft pegs. That will help. So that then makes the peak of your roof. So the next piece, if we do this part of the roof, again, we're going to do exactly the same thing. Just applying glue and sticking these panels down. Make sure you butt them up so they are level. Last one. So then we're going to do exactly the same thing. I'm basically going to apply glue around the edge of our panels, and then we're just going to stick these down. So I'm going to start at the end that has the glue tab on, like so. Oh, haven't got enough glue on there. Just going to go all the way around. So then I'm going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to move on to this bit. I will come back to this in a second when that's dried a little. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with this. Now with these panels, you need to fold one away from you and one towards you. So I'm just going to quickly do that now. It will all make sense in a second. And obviously fold the one, make sure they're going in the same direction. Going to again apply glue and stick these panels down. And again, just go in and stick your panels down. So I'm going to start on this side first. You can put your panels on the outside, obviously, but I just thought it'd look pretty to do it from the inside. And then we're going to stick this down. Like so. Go in and apply glue to my last panel here. I'm just going to stick that on. Sorry, apologies if you can't see what I'm doing there, but I'm just basically sticking that last panel on so it sticks down. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and stick this last one on as well. Doesn't that look pretty? So I'm going to do exactly the same with this piece here. And then stick this down onto there. Just going to give it a second for that glue to grab. Okay, so you do need to do the exact same thing. Apply glue to these tabs here, go all the way around. And you're just basically going to do exactly the same thing. You're just going to press that down. Again, you can use craft pegs if you have any to hand. Okay, so then we are going to attach. So if we apply glue to all these tabs here, like so, we're basically going to put this over. Hopefully that will go through. I'm just going to pull this through with a bit of gentle persuasion. And then we're just going to go around and attach these tabs here. So then we're going to apply glue to all these tabs here and then put our peaked roof on. And then you have to basically press that down. Just make sure all those are pressed down. Then you just need to make sure you press those tabs down from the inside. You just have to be kind to your glue and hold them in place. Just make sure you press them down really well. So that then is your roof to your bandstand. So that's done. We're going to bring this in and we are going to apply glue. Before we do that, let's stick some of our flowers down because I think we're going to have to. You have all these different flowers in your set. So I'm just going to stick that on there. I found it easier to attach my flowers to my vine first. And one more. Like so. Coming together nicely. We do have, let's stick these flowers on quickly because I'm going to only put them on at the end over the arch. So scatter out some of these flowers. Let's make it even. Let's stick that one there and that one there. And put these tiny ones in between. And then one more tiny flower. Stick that one there. Right, so now we're going to apply glue to all of these tabs here and we're going to attach the roof. Make sure you put plenty of glue onto these tabs here. And make sure you take it right to the corners. And we're basically going to put this on top, like so. Just going to hold that there for a second. And then press those in from the inside. You can feel it when you go to press it in. that's all stuck down. And then I'm just going to place this just on top here. Like so. And then I'm just going to bring in these vines here. And again, I'm just going to apply dots of glue to these and just put them on the trellis. I think it just makes it look really pretty. Last one. So the final part of this then is to basically attach the bottom of the base onto our bottom tier. So put plenty of glue on, and then you are going to level this and basically attach it. You will need to hold it. And again, just be kind to your glue and just let those panels stick. So then, there we have our beautiful bandstand. I'll just show you around. So there we have it. We have our beautiful bandstand, and isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So if I bring my other one back in, one is with obviously the verso panels. Try and see if I can hold them like so. Very similar in style, and I think they are just absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.